Here's to the pioneers, the groundbreakers, the trailblazers, the risk takers, the ones who built something out of nothing, the church birthing few who supernaturally knew there was more. They wanted to see what God would do next. This was the church they could see. They were faith-believing, house-meeting, tent-pitching visionaries, empowered by the Spirit, willing to do something and try something and be something new. The church they built with the prayers they prayed and the pennies they saved created more than just a place. They created space where love would replace legalism. They did not hold in white-knuckled grip their dream. No, they broke ground on ours. They dug in to create the church we might someday be, the kind of church we might someday see. So what is the right way to honor their dedication? It is not with tenacious protection of customs or traditions, and certainly not handed down, hollowed out religion. No, we honor their faith with a passionate pursuit, not a chasing of what He has done, but following their lead and pressing toward what He will do next. This is the church I see. The church I see is so attractive, so refreshing, so inspiring. The buildings struggle to contain the increase. Like an oak tree that doesn't know its full strength or its full reach, it's a church growing in more than one place with creative space not defined by city limits or zip codes, but in community destinations, proclaiming a Christ-centered message of real hope to the whole world. The church I see is identified by its kindness, reckless with compassion, where we walk palms up, eyes open, hearts broken for the uncared for, the unloved, the unfound, where the hungry are fed, the thirsty are satisfied, the hopeless are hopeful, and the bound up are unbound. The church I see takes next steps in greater obedience, where the spiritually mature encourage those just exploring so they too can begin growing, where those who are close remain steadfast and grow even closer. It's a place where the forgotten are remembered, relationships are mended, where prodigal sons and daughters are not met with cold told you so's, but grace-filled embraces that shout, "Welcome home." The church I see, she is not boring, but bursting with joy and with laughter. She's so impacting, the city cannot ignore her. The church I see, your God-given potential is the mission, where we yield to His purposes in our lives, our relationships, our marriages, and in our children. The church I see, we won't keep it to ourselves. You'll see His church in our lives and in our jobs, and the way we walk and the way we work, in irrational generosity and extravagant worship. We're not impressed or propelled by the accolades of mere men. We simply humbly serve for the applause of an audience of one to hear His words, "Well done." The church I see is just getting started. And until Jesus comes back, she'll put aside this cause and that cause to seek and see saved those who are still lost, because no weapon formed against her will prosper. Not even hell with its devil could possibly ever stop her. She'll never stop going. She'll never stop growing. She'll remain relentless on mission with a global passion and God-given vision. This is the church I see.